Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new painting tutorial, and this time I want to paint this Dark Elf or Master of the Fleet as it's called. This is from the Fall of Hammerhall and the second Warhammer quest that was launched after the Silver Tower, and I'm going to paint him in my way and also in my colors. So I will go for a purple armor. I will do these scales more likely in green. We'll combine green and then I will do some silver and black. So I will start applying shadows purple on the whole armor. Okay. As you can see, this miniature was primed using a black primer, and then on top I used a white primer, a little bit of genital priming, okay, to help me to see much better the details. So we're going to apply shadows purple on the miniature, and we are going to do a thin layer of that, okay. We're going to do that. So I will do that and I come once this is done. Okay, next step, I'm going to use Incubi Darkness in the trousers. Okay, to give, we'll use it here. On these trousers. Okay. And yeah, that's all. I will leave this because here I will apply. I can apply the same here, but I prefer to use a lighter green on the cape. Okay, so I will just use it there because I want to do the wash. Then with the wash I will leave this almost black and I will not do any other thing. Okay. And then for the boots I'm going to use Asian Grey. We're going to make the boots in black. Oh, the boot, because the other is will go on a different color because it's the but I want to do this, and we need to. I just realized that I missed here a part of the trousers, so I will come back. But I want to do this before gluing this to the base to have easier access. Okay, we don't need to do the flat part of the fade. So this will be glued. Okay, I will do what I missed there and I come back. Okay, now the next step I'm going to apply Null Oil on all these parts that we have painted with purple, greenish colors and grey, okay? The idea is to go quite dark. I want to keep the armor and as well, this way I do it now because if I have done the face I will have dirt in the face, so it's better to do this now. We do the wash, okay, and we check after the wash if we need to do a second layer. Okay, as explained, I will do this, and we don't need to miss the boot and the pants. Okay, don't miss any part that you want. If you go a little bit on another part, it's not a problem. And I lost the hair, so we can eliminate. We can remove the hair now. It's going to help us to paint. So I think no problem. Okay, this will help to make the face, and then we can put the hair later on. I think I like better without hair, but yeah, if not I need to put green stuff to cover there. Okay, so I wait now that this dries and I come back. Now that we have the washes, okay, the next step is to paint the flesh. And here we have different options. I will go for a very pale flesh. I will not use scale 75, but I will use very pale color. So I will start with Usbati bone. Okay, so you can see that this will go very pale. And I will apply Usbati bone on the flesh, okay, on the face. You can see I have not glued back the hair. I think it's better to work without the hair at the front. So I will leave it like that. Once I have done the face, I will then glue the hair and will look nice. Okay, you can see, try to be very careful with this step, not to put too much paint and not to clog any detail. Okay, he's having gloves, so we are not going to do the hands, it's only the head. We'll do well where the hair goes, so that way I don't miss any part. Okay, so we'll like that. Look at the other side. Here we go. We are back here. Here we need to do 2 layers. It's quite a nice miniature. I don't know how old is this miniature. It's not. It's from the Warhammer Fantasy era, from the Dark Elves. But it's quite a nice miniature. And I really like this character. Okay. We are going to wait that this dries, and while this is drying, we can do the inside of the cape, because I want to leave this done. To do the inside of the cape, we are going to go for an aqua color. Here I will go for something like, can use for example tau. I will want to give a leather look. So I was checking what is the one that I will use, vestigial flesh for example. Oh no, we are going to use more XV88. I think this one will give this sensation of the back of this, of the inside of the skin. Or so we are going to apply this one here. Okay, you can see that it's covering quite well on top of black. I'm going to apply this here, and also the inside of the small tabard or piece of cloth. This is a scaled piece of cloth. We are going to give the look like if it's the skin of an animal. So the inside we are going to give this sensation of leathery. Then outside we are going to paint the scales in a nice green color. Okay. So I do that. I will apply this layer. Okay, and I come back to keep working on the head. So once the 2 base colors have dried, we are going to do a couple of washes. I'm going to use Reikland Flesh Shade on the face to give a reddish shading. Try to be not too heavy with this wash. Okay. But anyway, we want to show the factions, the sculpt. Okay, let's do this. So something like that. And I will do at the same time with the brown. I have glue it on the base at the end. I realized that I was able to access the miniature quite easily, so it was not making sense to keep it unglued. I will use now air shade, and I will apply it on the inside part of this cape and also the inside of the tabard. It have a nice texture, so you will see that this texture that it's visible will pop up, and later on we're going to clean up. When you are washing flat surfaces like this one, be careful, applying not too much wash, avoid pulling, and yeah, be ready to remove excess easily. Okay, here we're going to apply a little bit like that. It's not a big problem this because it's not visible at the end, so I'm not too much concerned on this part. I'm going to apply it here, here, and here. So now I waited all these washes dry and I come back for the next step. Once the wash have dried, we are going to do the face. Here is a little bit tricky because it's very hidden behind this protection, so I'm going to apply first black where we have the eyes. Okay. It's difficult to access because there is the spike. Okay. Now I'm going to use white. So okay, and we're going to use white as well on the other eye. The access to the eyes are quite tricky, but I'm quite happy how it looks like now. Now we go back to black, and we are going to go to make the here. Here. That is quite tricky. So this is why we need to use no Kislev flash. Okay, and we're going to clean up. and at the bottom of the eye. Yeah, this is the problem of accessing this part. But this has to go. Okay, and we clean up as well on the other side. Now what I will do, we are going to highlight using again Fleet One Flash. I will remove now the white and the black here. We are going to highlight this Fleet One Flash. To give this pale look. Now I'm going to apply this. Yes. To the ears. Okay. We can do a little bit. I'm going to use more. This is quite a difficult face to do. I recommend this. I make a mistake here. You should do this before gluing. It's much better. Okay. Now I'm going to apply white on the eyebrows. Okay, and now I will use a little bit of Italian flesh tone, a darker one, just below the eyebrows to give a little bit of. To add some shading. Okay. Now it's a question of cleaning up a little bit. If we have made some mistakes, I go back to the nose. clean up this part here. I will put a little bit more of white on this eyebrow. And now it's looking good. So what we can do is I want to do the hair pale white. Okay. So to do the hair, I will do it. Here we have the hair. The hair will go almost covering half of the face. So this is why it's also tricky. So the hair will go in this position. So we are going to do now the highlights on the armor. Okay. I would like to keep the armor mainly with this purple. Okay, I'm just checking here. We have, you see there is a bell there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first apply brown on the bell. I will go for a quite light brown, similar to the one I used for the cape, for the inside of the cape. So we can keep the same color for other parts. Okay. Let's see. I'll do that. Okay, we are going to do the buckle. So to do the buckle, I will go for iron breaker. Sorry, yeah, iron breaker. We are going to apply the iron breaker. Like that. I will do the other metallic parts so later on. The only thing I'm thinking, if I how to do the, see this is the handle, I will do also, I think I will do metallic as well, the leg, this part I will do it on metallic as well. So he can use almost this as another weapon. It's a quite interesting miniature. It is quite detailed and looks quite nice. So I'm going to do this. I will do the sword blade, I will do this weapon, and I come back once this is done. Okay, next I'm going to use Cyber Green, and I will do the cape and the tabard that he has at the front. I'm only doing this to do the tabard because it's here hidden by the armor, and I want to do this before doing the highlights on the armor, just in case I do a mistake. Okay. Let's do here the back. Okay, we go very thin with the paint. We want to keep the texture because we are going to use a wash to really help us a lot on the paint job here. Okay, try not to. So I'll go thin and keeping the texture. Okay, I do that and I come back. So this is how it looks like after we have done the green. It's still fresh, so I'm going to work on other parts. So I'm going to work on the weapons to finalize the weapon, especially this one that is here in the hiding. So I'm going to use gold on the handles of the weapon. Okay. So I will use Retributor armor. I mean, not on the handle, on the protections and on the ornaments of the weapons. So in that case, I will use it here on the defense. Okay, and at the bottom, I'll use the gold there. Okay, I will use it as well on this part here. Okay, and on the other weapon I will not use it. We are going to use as well the other defense of the weapon here. Good. And I was missing a spot, so we are going to do this part here as well. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other weapon, and I will make the handle in brown color. So I will use this brown, it's Gothor brown, okay? It's like a chocolate brown more or less, and we are going to do the handle of this weapon. It will be great to have an army theme more on elf corsairs than just fishmen. And we are going to put it here. And I think I will use it as well for this handle here, to not overload the quantity of colors on this. The handle should be made normally from a warm material. Okay, and then the decorations can be from a metal. So I'm imagining this to be like all leather. Most likely in the case that I'm doing brown leather, you can also use ivory. Okay, only the gloves are missing. And for the gloves, we are going to use the same as in the boots. So I will use etching gray, and later on we are going to do wash with black. Okay. Just to be sure that we have everything is the base color. Apply etching gray on the gloves. And we are going to be ready to start doing some highlights and washes. Let's see, when I'm doing that, I realize that I missed a decoration there. So we're going to do it now. Yeah, normally when you start doing the details, you will see that sometimes you miss part of the decoration. And I'm thinking if I could do a second layer on the cape. Okay. Sorry, sometimes I'm speaking very low. It's because I'm concentrated, trying to check that I'm not missing anything. Okay, I go back to gold because I miss a spot. I miss this thing here that has like a protection as well. Okay, this is quite a strange thing. Okay, now it's time to, as all these base colors are still drying, we can dedicate some time to start doing the highlights. So I will take now Gen Stealer Purple. It's a little bit lighter than the one we used for the base color. And this armor I prefer to do a type of edge highlight, okay? So we are going to go with the Gen Stealer Purple, and we are going to do something like that. Okay, we are going to start with this type of things. Okay. Keep highlighting. Good, and now we do like that. We do this part here. And if we like that, that is too thick. What we do to thin down when the highlight is too thick, we use the previous one that was Shadows Purple, and we go next to the Gen Stealer so we can make the line thinner. Okay, especially this one was too thick, so now I come with Shadows Purple and we do it like that. Okay, and we keep working the whole armor. We are going to put a little bit of Shadows Purple here. This part is flat, especially in the middle, to give a little bit of depth. Okay, but now what I will do is I will keep highlighting. different armor parts. Okay, now we go down here, we step there. Okay, what we do like that. There's different spikes. Okay, we highlight this H here. Same here. Okay, and with shadows purple, I missed one spike, but it's on. So we want to show you how shadows purple. We are going to paint the inside. What should be this type of membrane. Okay. So I will do the front as well, and I come back. Okay. So this is how the armor looks like now. Okay, and I want to wait a little bit to dry more, so I will do the hair. And to paint the hair, I will start painting it out, and then I will do the rest when it's blue. So I will do the hair with very pale gray, and I'm going to use as a starting point Celestra gray. Okay, this is a very pale gray, the same that I use for the Nighthaunt to do the ghost effect, the base, but in that case I will use a different, of course, wash and different techniques to give a tonality, a white look. Okay, so we are going to apply this, and we wait that this dries, and then we do the last part. Okay, because we cannot handle all the parts at the same time. I was hesitating how to do the hair, if do it black or this color, and I think at the end I would prefer to do it in this pale gray. So we take something to hold, and we do up to this holder, to this type of, and now I let it dry, and then we will do the rest. Okay, let's do some washes now on this guy, on the embedding body. So we're going to do two now. I'm going to apply first air shade here on the belt, sorry, and so we're going to apply air shade. I need a smaller rice this time. Here, one moment. This part here, I will do it on the handle. I will correct here that I see that I missed a little bit before. We are going to do it. Try not to go on the metallics. I want to keep the metallics clean and nice. I don't want to use brown in that case, because itself I want to give more a look clean look. Okay, and then I will use Coelia green shade to do the tabard and the cape. So we're going to apply it here. Okay, something like that, and we are going to do the same on the cape, and you will see that very fast the detail of the cape will pop up. Try to avoid that the wash is pulling. Spread it very nicely. And avoid accumulations. You can see how nice it starts to look the cape. The bottom part that is not engraved will look, we have more degrees of pulling. Don't worry too much. Okay. Okay. Let me do this part here. The shoulder. Perfect. Now I wait that this dries and I come for the next step. Okay, this is how it looks like when it has dried. Okay, so we will need to clean up a little bit, you can see, but it's looking quite good. Okay, and now I'm going to do a black wash. I will use nude oil and I will apply it over the weapons and the gloves. Okay. Try not to put too much, just enough to do nice shading. So this is too much. Here, this is quite a weird weapon, so it's going to be quite tricky to do. Okay. We don't need to forget the leg. And I think that's all. No, the gloves, sorry. So we need to do the gloves. Okay. And we wait that this dries. Okay, I wait and I come when this has dried. Okay, the washes have dried and now we are going to start doing the highlights on the black part, or the part that is almost black. So I'm going to start highlighting using stone vermin full. Okay, because we can use. I will try that Reaper first. Some more bluish grey. Okay. So we go to the, and if we see that it's too much visible, we will change, but I don't have this feeling right now. Okay, we do first a highlight with the Reaper that is quite a dark color, and then we check if we need to do more highlights. You see this what this would look like. That part is the leg. Now we're going to do the gloves. Okay, and this one. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we are going to do a little bit more of highlight on this black. It's still too mute. I'm going to use the fan. Going to be a little bit more bluish. Okay, and as we increase or we make the color lighter, we need to be more choiceful where we put it and more careful. So if it's too visible, we'll go back with the Reaper and make it more mute. Okay, we're going to play here. Perfect. Okay. And I think I will even go a little bit lighter. And I will use rose gray. If you go to light, you always can come back and apply a wash black, wash of black. But this is just, I want to use this one. Have to be, you only put it on the most visible parts, like here. I will do the wrinkles here on the knee. Okay. Okay. Okay, And I will do one thing to make this easier to edit for me, and as I still need to do some work and other details, I will split this video in two parts. So in this first part I will finalize here, and in the second part I will do the cape, weapons, hair, and yes, to finalize the paint job. Okay, so please give a like if you have liked this video, share and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in later. Bye.